Hi everyone, I'm Ana Alvarez in Geeks, and today I'm going to tell you an anecdote that happened to me some years ago. I like to call it Murphy's Revenge. But why? Well, that day it seems like the world had something against me. But before we start with the story, I would like to introduce you to the main character. Yes, me. I'm that girl in that photo. But this story took place in 2015, when I was 14. Yes, like in the other one. But why am I swimming? Well, apart of going back in time, we need to travel to Barcelona. More concretely, to the Swimming National Championship, that I was attending along with my teammates. We were staying in a hotel in Sabadell, a city near Barcelona, where the swimming pool was. So, in order to go from the hotel to the swimming pool and vice versa, our club hired a van. Well, one less cooler than this in the photo. But well, as the last day of competition arrived, and anybody was swimming that afternoon, we decided to spend the time sightseeing. And we take the van and went to... yes, Barcelona! We were very excited, but what we didn't expect were problems as soon as we arrived in the city. We wanted to go shopping, so we decided to park inside a shopping center. But what we didn't take into account was the maximum height of the parking lot. So, as we entered, we heard a horrible noise that would make anybody's ears start bleeding. We were scratching the whole roof of the van with the ceiling. But the worst was when we tried to leave. The ceiling was even lower than in the entrance door, so it was physically impossible to leave from there. Luckily, a parking worker saw our problem and came up with a solution. He was going to let us leave through the entrance door. But to ensure we didn't crash our van with the ceiling again, we needed to deflate the van tires and all the team members must sit in the trunk. In case you're wondering how the ride was, it felt like just riding a construction drill. Horrible. Finally, we were able to make our way out of the shopping center, but it was just a lucky strike. Once we were out, we looked for a gas station in order to swell the tires and continue our little trip. We passed by the Sagrada Familia and decided to park again, but don't worry, this time in the streets, near Las Ramblas. The team strolled there for some time until we were exhausted. It was already night and we were hungry, so we decided to have dinner in a McDonald's. Once we finished our healthy dinner, we returned back to where the van was parked. But the van wasn't there anymore. Instead, it was this big triangular neon sticker that informed us that our van had been towed into a garage because we had parked in a zone reserved to Barcelona's local police. And there we were, at 11:30 p.m., running towards the subway station to catch the train that would take us to where the van was. And just saying, but I would not recommend panicking in Barcelona's subway if you are a large group of people. The doors of the train close by themselves, suddenly without any warning, and you can lose half of your members. Of the group, don't worry, not your body. And yes, it happened to me once. Luckily, we arrived straight to the garage without problems. But, as everything in this story, when something good happened, something bad is yet to come. So, when our coach was about to pay the fine, he realized that he didn't have enough money. And now, don't ask me why, because that's another story. But I was carrying with me a huge quantity of money, at least for a girl my age. And yes, it was enough to pay the fine. So after this quite comical situation of a grown-up man asking a child for money, we got our van back. It was around 12 p.m. when we started our ride back to Sabadell. We were exhausted, our mobiles out of battery, and in my case, temporarily broken. What we needed was really to arrive as soon as possible to the hotel and have a long killer sleep. But of course, destiny would not let us reach our destination that easily. And we got lost in the highway. We managed to use our 1% of battery in our mobiles to finally arrive to the hotel. I am honestly saying that I cannot remember more from that moment forward. I was so tired that I only know I have never been so happy to touch a bed. So, we arrived to the end of our story. I hope you like it, and see you in my next anecdote. Bye!